ライディングデュエル。それはスピードの世界で進化したデュエル。そこに命を懸ける伝説の技を持つ者たちを人々は 5Ds と呼んだ。
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Reverse of Arcadia series. This is going to be a continuation on the Stardust Accelerator series that I started quite a while back, where we're gonna hop into this space that is oh so familiar to us. And basically I'm just gonna be going through my favorite mini game of this game instead of doing the storyline. One moment while I quick save. There we go. I'd want to be in the habit because, you know, I tend to load old save states quite often, unfortunately. But yeah, we're just going to be going through my favorite mini game, which is the time attack and the racing battles courses here for my dual runner, or D-wheel, as you might know if you watch the sub version of 5Ds. I went ahead and I actually unlocked the B Chariot here. It was pretty interesting. I had to sit down and beat the entire game first. Then Officer Trudge actually was hanging out by the highway and he had a mission for me to unlock this. So we're starting off with a really, really good bike, and it's already better than the Alpha Frame 3. However, we don't have any different engine parts or CPU parts yet. I do though have these boosters that I used for the final racing mission against Goodwin. I'm gonna, sort of take it easy on that because it adds a lot of width to my back end. So it could unintentionally cause me to run into a couple of walls on certain hard turns. We also have the turbo chip in case we really need it, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and equip that right now. So that's what we're gonna be working with. I'm okay with the color of this, and we're gonna give it a first test run through the old highway here, or the new highway I should say. I'll probably be skipping over some of the courses that I've already done in the previous game. We're gonna see how this goes. I've already forgotten a lot of the things that I've learned, or I should say rediscovered. I remember the concept of speed tiers helping me out, and you can see we've already jumped one, but we're all the way back to 0, so we're gonna need to build up a lot of acceleration actually to get to our maximum speed very quickly if we want to make that jump successfully. I think if we run through that dirt or soil or whatever it might be, I think if we run through it, we might lose our chance of getting an S tier completion status as we get to the higher difficulty levels, which really sucks. We cleared that one just no, it got our back wheel. We slowed down. I can hear it now, so very unfortunate. By the way, props to me for making that launch pad on that really tight turn. Ooh, speaking of tight curves, did you see that? The way that I'm weaving through this, we're driving like professionals today. This is actually beautiful. It's getting me really hyped. I really missed this series. Not a single crash so far. Oh, I thought I jinxed it. Okay. So it looks like we're definitely gonna need to make a lot of upgrades to this bike. As phenomenal as it is, it's just not fast enough. So thankfully we do actually have, I think we have access to all of these engines. Yes, okay, we do. So the engine's gonna max out our maximum speed, which is gonna be phenomenal. Hopefully I don't have to do any like money grinding or anything like that. I don't know what the hell the CPU does, so I'm good with that. Let's go straight to the interior, pardon my terrible English. And there we go. The accelerator is exactly what I need. Oh, I also found some, I thought I found some wings or something. I'll put a clip up of it. I've been messing around with save states because I was doing some other like post-game missions. So if I really need those, I'll go back for those. But 50% acceleration, that is just wow. I don't know what to say about that. We're going to be rocking this DWEX with the accelerator 4. And honestly, that should make all the difference. Once I pass this once, and once I see that it's pretty passable, I'm gonna just skip ahead in the video and go straight to the hard difficulty for the time attack, or probably just the battle, if anything. Because I don't believe this is a course that really changes too much. Oh, that sucks! I still ran into the patch. Oh, man. Okay, so that's something I've got to really worry about, but I don't crash with anything. So with this new acceleration and max speed, I should hit the next jump completely clearly without hitting the back wheel. Yes, I did. Perfect. And I get the launch pad. So, I think I got my back wheel again. That's okay. That's okay. I think I'll be just fine for the big jump. We'll have to see. Also, who the fuck designs highways this way? Oh, no. Oh, I hit a wall. I hope I can recover enough of my speed to make the jump. Nope. I stopped to take a look at the chip. Completely forgot that the chip actually directly improves your acceleration, not just adds a bonus on top of directly improves your acceleration, even more so than the interior chip is capable. Oh, yeah. Oh, listen to that sound. Look at our startup. Oh, my God. We're definitely going to have a handling problem on certain other courts. What? I still don't make the first jump? I mean, okay, but with my newfound acceleration, it shouldn't be a problem, right? Like, ooh, I gotta get really good at steering now. Oh, this speed tier is ridiculous. Look at that jump I just hit. I don't think it's possible for me to get any faster now. Ah, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. All right, I figured everything out. It definitely took a couple of different tries. I think I made maybe like 10 different attempts before I really nailed it. I'm actually gonna put up on the screen for you my completion screen to show that I managed to beat the highway course on the normal level with no boosters. And after that, you know, my confidence just skyrocketed. So all the parts that we have are correct. It was really just a matter of how well I'm operating it. I've even been considering putting feathers on my bike. I wasn't entirely sure, just because it'll give me an extra acceleration boost once I hit the turbo pads. But, you know, as it would appear, that's not actually necessary at all. So without any further ado, let me go ahead and get into this time attack one last time before we hop into the battle. Also, I believe that I think that the hard level battle for highway is really fucking cool, because you get to race against Kiru, which I wouldn't expect for, you know, this course of all places, but it is what it is. A little bit disappointed in myself for failing to nab that card. Oh my God, what a nasty crash. Oh, I might have actually just threw. I'm surprised that I cleared as much of that last jump as I did, and I sacrificed even more of my speed just to get the card, which is not at all necessary by any means. I might not have enough speed now to make the big jump, and if I don't, I do not. What an embarrassment. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, and I just now recognize too that, yeah, I was at 47 seconds. That's definitely way too slow for an S rank, because, you know, that's what we want. We want only S ranks here. That is the other purpose of this series, in case you've forgotten. I also don't want to have to rely on any shields, so hopefully it doesn't get to that point. But if there's ever a thing where it's like there's a lot of ground traps or something, oh, I did not make that very well. I'm again surprised that I made that jump, but no more fuck ups from here. I'm sorry if I go silent from now on. I'm just very difficult at high speeds to commentate this game. Okay, I made it. That was narrow. Oh! Yes! Yes, I did that. Okay, recover. Please recover. I shouldn't have crashed right there. I was just thoroughly impressed with myself with those two narrow turns. Please tell me that's an S. Yeah, baby! Woo! Oh, man, I really didn't think I was going to make that. But you saw I hit those two back-to-back skinny turns and just, oh, man. That's the kind of stuff that gives you wet dreams. I'm going to tell you that. Jesus. All right, it's time to wrap things up with the very difficult battle now. And that will be the end of this episode. And it looks like we're racing Yusei, of course. Of course we are. I should have seen it coming. Now, I was going to say, before he took off, that in the Kiru's race, he was actually able to keep up with me until I hit this launch pad. Yusei completely skipped the launch pad, and he was still faster than me. So that is remarkable. His bike is absolute goals for me. I have no idea what he could have equipped. I'm going to even the score by skipping that launch pad back there. And here we go. I'm still making this jump. Also, I learned two things throughout all my practices and throughout doing the other difficulties of the races. One thing that I learned is you really do want as much speed as possible if it's neck to neck, because the jumps drop your speed as soon as you land. I don't know how I never heard it before, but hearing it now, it's just so painfully obvious, like, you know? And it makes sense. If I were to crash onto my wheel like that, I definitely... Ooh, they are eating my dust. I definitely lose probably more speed than this game would lead you to think. I'd imagine. Then again, I'm no physicist by any means, and I'm no motorcyclist either. Secondly, I was struggling with the big jump, but I failed to realize that actually my bike is capable of reaching up to 2 speed tiers, excuse me, higher than I'm actually required in order to clear this jump. So I've been overestimating that long jump there, and once I realized that, I apologize for my terrible performance. Once I realized that, I was able to calm down and say, okay, you know, I'm not a terrible driver. I'm just overthinking it, overestimating it, over-preparing for it. And with all that anxiety off of my shoulders, I was able to do this really easily. Obviously, we win the battle. That's never the question. I'm always going to win the battle. Did not mean to miss that launch pad this time. I might be in some trouble here, as the question remains, will I be capable of finishing with an S rank? It's going to be very close, I'm going to tell you that, because I'm not confident with these next couple of turns. Because a third thing that I learned is when you are lapping somebody, you have to be incredibly careful not to run into them. Yeah, I blew it. I absolutely blew it. I was going to say you have to be careful not to run into somebody when you lap them, because it'll decelerate your bike as well as theirs. So it's very much not worth it, at least when you're in a position behind them. I'm just keeping this going for the sake of it, for the sport of it. I don't think this will qualify me for an S rank though. 247. Let me see. At 130 per lap, that's 430. I might qualify actually. Let's see. I've got my fingers crossed. It's very hard difficulty, so 1 minute clearance might not be enough. Oh, thank you so much. I don't care. Please get out of my way. I really need to see my results to see if I need to do better or not. Honestly, kind of ashamed. Yeah, that's just an A. Okay, so we're gonna hop back into this. Obviously, I'm gonna be very careful not to hit that motorcyclist while also trying to avoid hitting the wall. I say as I hit the fucking wall, and I've decelerated so much that I couldn't even clear the initial jump. I can just focus on doing my best to... Oh, and I blew it again. God damn it. I believe this is now my 5th attempt. This battle definitely is something. I don't know why the battle is feeling so much harder than the time attack is. Maybe it's because I've attempted this so many times in this single sitting. Maybe it's simply my knuckles starting to feel the wear and tear. But I refuse to give up here. I know that this is going to be it. This is going to be the literal run. I will get my S rank on this attempt. I promise you that, ladies and gentlemen, sitting at home. I got to get through this course a couple of different times. I have to do 3 total laps. And we are in the clear on the first one. So it's only a matter of time now. And I might even show off and start collecting all these other cards that I've missed on the course. Just to sort of rub it in everybody's faces, just to brag a little bit. I'm getting a little bit too cocky, it seems, but I can still clear that jump just barely. Definitely lost a lot there. I've fallen pretty far down. But I still have the second launch pad to pick me back up. And the third one is going to be mine, hands down. I'm probably going to ditch the card in front of the... No, you know what? Let's try it. Yes! I was in the clear. I timed it just right. And I'm going to nail these curves! Yes! Yes, sir! With the beautiful takeoff on top of it all. I've collected all the items on this course. This is a shoe-in, 133 deep. I can only crash so many times. Oh, man. I just feel great about myself. This was the ego boost that I needed for my day. And I'm gonna lap somebody as well. Can I lap 2 people? Can I do it? There's no way you were that far behind the next racer, were you? Oh my god, you're terrible. This guy is garbage. Look how far behind he is compared to the next racer. For me to lap him with all my mistakes, man, that speaks volumes. And I blew the race again. There's no shot. Come on, I believe in my bike's ability to get through. Please don't tell me that I just cost myself the S rank by tanking this. Even the final racer's gonna get ahead. Nope, he fell as well. Okay, that makes me feel just a little bit better. Please, 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 get off of this. I have maybe 10 seconds. I think I still clear it. 36 seconds. Oh man, this anticipation just kills me. I promised. Don't tell me that I got too big for my bridges and that I actually blew the race. There's no way in God's good earth. Ah! No. Unfortunately, this is going to be it for us today. I apologize for having to end this episode on a terrible note, but I think that it stands to prove just how much more difficult this game is compared to the last one, or at the very least, just how much more incompetent I am. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Turn your appearance to a disappearance. I fuck with nothing but gangsters, nothing but hustler niggas. Sound off, sound off.